In 1942, a groundbreaking project emerged in the heart of Seattle, Washington, Yesler, the first ever mixed-race housing development in the United States. Fast forward 80 years, and the vibrant tapestry of Yesler is now undergoing a transformative redevelopment that has sparked both excitement and concern. Yesler has been under redevelopment for a long time to fix the old problems such as leaking, flooding, and fire hazards.
Back then, Yesler Terrace, we were, I would say, not necessarily middle class, but we lived in the projects.
The biggest issue in the old Yesler was that the housing was very old and it was hard to maintain. It made it difficult to keep a safe place for people to live. Also, as you know, Seattle is a growing city and there's a need for more housing. The old housing took a lot of property. It's 43 acres, but only served 540 families. In the new development, there will be just under 1,000 affordable housing units and another 3,000 what we call workforce housing or market rate housing. So where we had 500 people, we'll be able to serve many more people.
The landscape has evolved with the rise of architectural marvels like the Yesler Towers, Juniper, and Saguaro.
So Saguaro is the building that's under construction now, just a couple blocks from here. It is going to have 114 units in it. We expect quite a few families to move there. We have a lot of 3-bedroom units. It will have a play area in the courtyard, similar to here at Red Cedar. It will also have some community space, and right now we're trying to decide what will go into that community space, whether we would move tutoring or find a place for other groups who need space. Juniper is our last project that we're building. Seattle Housing Authority is building. We still will continue to have other buildings around by other developers. We're going to start construction on that in September. It will also have 114 units. It will also have some 4-bedroom units, so 1, 2, 3, and 4s. We're really excited to get that one started. It will take about 2 years. We expect Saguaro to be done in this coming spring, so maybe 6 to 8 months from now. And Juniper will finish probably summer of 2025.
While these structures bring promise, they're not without their shortcomings.
I think some of the shortcomings are around parking, being able to provide enough parking for everyone. That was a requirement actually of the city to not allow us to build 1 parking space for every unit, because the city is hoping that everyone will take advantage of the transit system. But right now, the transit system isn't quite meeting the needs, and people need cars, and we're not allowed to build parking.
The negative part about it is all this construction, more traffic, nobody really wants that.
It was easy to go to your neighbor's house in Old Yesler. But now you might live in Red Cedar and somebody else might live in Walmart Garden, and there's a lot of traffic between here and there and a lot of other buildings. So I think it's made it a little bit less of a small community that it used to be, and I think that's hard.
As the redevelopment unfolded, it was not without its challenges. Families and individuals had to be relocated to pave the way for progress.
Well, I think, I'm a realist, meaning that people have to do whatever they have to do to support their families. So if a family feels that they need to move out because there's a better environment or better opportunity for their job or whatever it may be, they need to do that.
It has been difficult for the relationships of those people who decided to move away and the people who decided to stay. And I think that can be hard to have to lose parts of your community. We had a goal of making sure everyone was welcome back, but not everyone wants to come back to an apartment versus a townhouse that has a yard.
Relocating was bittersweet. Families were leaving behind the comfort of their homes and their memories, but they held on to the hope that this redevelopment would lead to something even better.
Well, one is that there's more resources now. If you look around, you'll see all these new buildings that are here, which is great. I think it gives people more opportunities in terms of employment, right? And I think everyone kind of looks a little bit different now, so the community has a variety of just different races and ethnicities here. So I think that's all good in terms of making a good and healthy community.
Some of the things I'm excited about in the buildings is we take the opportunity to look at sustainable systems, whether it's a system called energy recovery units, which make the outside air more similar to the temperature you'd be looking for inside. We also are starting to put a lot of photovoltaic arrays or solar panels on our roofs to create energy.
Our shared aspiration for Yesler is clear: a safer, more inclusive, and thriving community that stands as a testament to the resilience of its residents.
My hope is that you all, through the work you do, have the opportunity to really make Yesler the kind of place that I dream it will be. All I can do is build buildings, but you all build community. So I encourage you to think about your place in Yesler and how you help build Yesler as a community.
In the coming years, as we witness the transformation of Yesler, let's honor its history while embracing the possibilities that lie ahead.